Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and this is kind of just a random one. We're just going to be doing another book video, just showing off a book, except I'm going to talk in this one. I'm not reading this one, so if you want to see someone reading this book, this is not it, but you can pause on the pages, since I should stop on them for at least a little bit and just pause, because I'm not going to be holding on them for a long time. But yeah, I just want to go through this one, and there is a volume 2 to this, which I hope to get eventually. Whenever I get that, I will probably do another book video like this for volume 2, and I've actually been thinking about getting the activity book because it actually is more than I thought it was, and has pages more in the style of this, but with some species that appear in some of the old Dino Dan games. So yeah, hopefully those reviews will come out eventually, but again, let's get into this one. So we have the cover. Yes. Just keep on going. Skip over most of this beginning part, because this part is not really too interesting. Kind of just showing you more about what's going to be in the book. But here's the first page. Albertosaurus, which I'm going to try and fix the glare so it's not glaring on these pages too much. Just adjust my lighting. Don't know if I can, but let's see. There you go. That should be a little bit better. Okay. Just to get rid of some of that glare at least. But yeah, first we have Albertosaurus. Another page of Albertosaurus, which I like it shows the pin on each one of them, but you can also see size comparison. And yeah, this. Next we have Amargasaurus, which I'm going to try to actually do a little bit more fixing of the lighting. Which is not glaring, just I want to get a little bit more light in here in the first place. So let me just bring this other light in. Which that should do it. Okay. Yeah, here is Amargasaurus, which looks pretty decent. I do like the Amargasaurus design, which I did not do clips for this one, but if you want to see that, comment down below. So yeah. Next we have the Brachiosaurus. Very interesting. Don't think this has been redesigned since like Dino Dan, so yeah. Baby Brachiosaurus. Next we have Compsognathus. Pretty nice. Next we have the Corythosaurus, which interestingly enough, this is the Dino Dan of the movie design, which only appeared in the movie and really only in the background, so this is the only place where you can actually see the render of it really nicely. But yeah, here's the Corythosaurus. Next we have Diabloceratops, which I really do like this design. Honestly, I wish it appeared more in the show, because it only had like one episode to itself, really. But yeah, here is the Diabloceratops. Which I fought the Cosmoceratops, but that's really the only episode where it did anything. Next we have Diplodocus, which I love this design. I wish it appeared in the show, but it was only a movie, so hopefully we'll see this more in Dino Dex. This is one of my favorite designs, and makes me love Diplodocus like I used to, because Diplodocus used to be my favorite dinosaur, so yeah. Absolutely love this design. Best design of Diplodocus I think I've seen in any part of media. At least one of my favorites. Next we have Dracorex, which pretty interesting, pretty nice. Pretty solid design. Next, we have the Dromaeosaurus, which I actually do really like this redesign for Dromaeosaurus, since it looks way better than the original one. And actually, something interesting, the original one actually had a yellow stomach and also yellow legs, but this one actually has feathers going down the legs, and also the feet are different color. They're actually like red now instead of being yellow. But yeah. Next, we have Edmontosaurus, which I don't know why they don't redesign this dinosaur. It's been the same since Dino Dan, and it kind of looks hideous. Honestly, I would love to see this redesigned to give it the proper feet and also the proper head, and you know, it's kind of like the osteoderm spikes on the back. Here's Europasaurus. I love this design as well. One of my favorite redesigns. I hated the original Europasaurus design because it looked like it was made out of Play-Doh, but I love this Europasaurus design. One of my favorite redesigns in the whole show. Next we have Europasaurus. One of my favorite sauropods was added into Dino Dana, so I do really like this one. Also like it literally just broke into our house, so yeah. Next, we have Footolonchosaurus, which realistically, if you've ever heard of Footolonchosaurus, is most likely due to this show. If you didn't hear about it from this show, I don't know where you heard of it from. This is the only show where Footolonchosaurus was in, and even though it doesn't show up too often, it's still a really good design, and I think they did really well on this species. Next, we have Giganotosaurus. I love this Giganotosaurus design. One of my favorites. Honestly, it's like Indominus Rex, but actually accurate, so I really do like this one. If I make a Giganotosaurus, it will most likely be with these colorations. So, yeah, this is actually also the episode Footolonchosaurus debuted. You can see it right there. Next, we have Giganotosaurus, which I don't know how, but this show was really good at putting pink on their dinosaurs and making it look good. Because they put on Gigantoraptor, but they also put on Titanoboa, but that's in volume 2. So it won't be in this video. But yeah, here's the Gigantoraptor. Really nice design. Next we have Hippodrico. Unique species choice. So yeah. Next we have Insid, which is also a really unique species design, which this thing shows up in the show way too much. There's literally an episode where it starts off with like a herd of dinosaurs walking by, and then I wouldn't realize the rest of the episode was literally just about Insid. There's like 4 episodes about Insid. It's insane. But yeah, the design at least looks really nice. Next we have Kentrosaurus, which is also a really nice design. Though I do get a little tired of seeing it, especially since it's the only dinosaur that is automatically unlocked in the Dino Day and Dino Cam, but I have another video on how to unlock them for free. But yeah, anyways, back on track. Kentrosaurus, pretty interesting. Cosmoceratops, pretty much just Diabloceratops, but actually treated right. This thing appears more in Dino Dana than the Diabloceratops did in Dino Dana, which is weird since this is an older species. But yeah. Oh, also really weird, they have the old Triceratops design in this book. Next one, Maiasaura, which is also a really nice design. Colorations are also pretty decent. But yeah. Next we have Microraptor. I absolutely hate this. I hate this design right here. This is actually the Archaeopteryx design. Just for the movie, they decided to put the colorations of Microraptor on the Archaeopteryx design, which the original design Microraptor had was perfect. I absolutely loved that design, and then they decided to do this. So, I hate this. It's hideous. It looks really weird. It's less that this looks bad. It's more like the other one was so good that it's worse that they fixed it. Which, this is the old design, if you didn't know. It looks really nice, in my opinion. Now we have Nanotyrannus, which, we're not going to even get on the discussion of Nanotyrannus. But it's actually also just a recolored Nanookasaurus. So, when we get to that, you can see that this is literally just Nanookasaurus without the feathers and also recolored. But, yeah. Honestly, it's good enough that it took me a while to notice. And yeah, here is Nanookasaurus, which, if we go back a little bit, look at that. And then this. They're literally the same exact model. But with different colors and without the feathers. And also, they literally have the same exact roar as well. Because it has a really unique roar, so you can tell that those are literally exactly the same. Also, in fact, I think the silhouette right there is the same as well, like identical. Because... okay, maybe this one actually is a little bit different. This one has the mouth open. Well, this one has the mouth open, but yeah. Here is Azoraptor, which the design is actually reflecting what we used to think was really, we didn't know what it was, but now we think it may be an Albertosaurus, though that's not really certain. So this design is perfectly okay. But yeah, this is a really nice Azoraptor. Next we have Pakisaurus, which is the only one of the old designs that really appears on the website a lot, and a lot of the old Dino Dan games that actually got added to the film. It was in the movie, and it actually kept the design pretty accurate. The only thing that really changed is that it got a white stripe. Besides that, it looks identical pretty much. But yeah, this design is also really nice. Wish we got to see it more. Next we have Stegosaurus, which this design is great and will probably never need to be redesigned because it looks so good. But yeah, I really like this Stegosaurus design. Also appears quite a bit. Next we have Xenosaurus, which also they show is venomous in the show, which I think that's actually outdated now, so I don't think Xenosaurus is actually... I mean, Giganotosaurus, I get that confused, Xenosaurus a lot, but yeah, Giganotosaurus I don't think was actually venomous. But yeah. Spinosaurus, they put the movie design here, I absolutely love it. This is one of my favorite Spinosaurus designs, like my favorite outdated Spinosaurus design, since it does knock a walk a lot, but it is really nice. Though on this page they do put the other Spinosaurus design in. Here's the Stegosaurus, which actually hasn't been redesigned either. It was redesigned for Truck's Adventures, but that's about it. And yeah. Hope this guy gets a redesign. Which it actually doesn't look too bad, except in this episode we actually do see it next to Kentrosaurus. It does look quite a bit outdated. Next we have Stygimoloch, which I think was also updated, though I can't remember if it was updated for just Dino Dana or if it was updated in the movie. But yeah. Really nice. Next we have Xenosaurus, which this design, I don't dislike the design, just I think they made the species way too small because their Xenosaurus was actually pretty big. It's taller than Tyrannosaurus, and this thing's actually really short. So yeah. Besides it being undersized, the design's not half bad. It's not my favorite, but I also do not hate it. Next to Triceratops. Pretty decent. I think it could use a little bit more color, but I think it is also pretty decent. So, yeah. Also, baby Triceratops. Troodon, you do not exist. I don't know why you're here. Even though it does not exist, I do love its redesign for Dino Dana. It is really good. Oh, I love the baby. The baby Troodon is probably one of my favorite baby designs in the show. Tyrannosaurus, which I actually used to not like the Dino Dana and the movie T-Rex because I like the one from the show better, but now that I see them side by side, yeah, no, this one is way better. Even though the amount of feathers is a little bit unrealistic by today's standards, it is still pretty decent. The design. Ungrunlagia is a recolored Maiasaura, which we go back to Maiasaura all the way back here. Yeah, here. You can see that they are the same model. Just recolored, especially on the head, since it actually has the little crest that Maiasaura actually has. And I don't think Gruglia actually had that. Sorry for the mispronunciation. I usually just pronounce it as Unlagia. So, yeah. The thing actually surprisingly only appears in one episode, which is really weird. I didn't really know this time, so I did the clips for it. But, Zool. Zool is an interesting one, since it only appears in the last episode for about 5 seconds. And it doesn't really do anything. And then it appears another 5 seconds in the movie. Here is Zool. Pretty nice. Also, I believe this is the last one. In fact, the fact that they actually used the clip from the movie, and then also from an animation, which is related to Dino Dana, which is not even related to Dino Dana, but it has the model for the Zool and the Gorgosaurus in there. So, yeah. And we have this last page. And, yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, this book is actually relatively cheap. I know it says $18 on here, but I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this because I got it a while ago. But on Amazon, I've seen this is like about $10, maybe just a little bit over, especially, and then also the sequel and the coloring book is that same price. But yeah, I actually would recommend this book. It actually has a lot of species for the price. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.